How are we doing, everyone? Hope you're well. Mr. Boulder here, and I'm back today with a collection update video showing off some stuff I picked up for the collection only just recently, and some stuff I've had for about a year. I just haven't got around to showing yet. Mostly a vinyl update. I'm going to have a cassette box set at the end to show as well. Before I get started with anything else, though, I just want to give a quick shout out for a podcast that some of you might be interested in hearing. My good friend and bandmate Paul, who plays drums in the Concrete Gods with me, started up a podcast which started just last week actually, so episode 1's only been out a few days. It's a podcast called Talking About The Who, which, as you probably guessed, is about the rock band The Who, who've been around since the 60s, legendary band, still going strong today. Paul's a massive fan of those guys, so he's done a podcast about that. So if you're interested in checking it out, obviously go to your podcast playing app of choice and just search for Talking About The Who, and it will come up there. Without sounding biased, because he's a friend of mine, I listened to the first episode here and he's done a really good job. So yeah, if you're interested in checking out that podcast and you're a fan of The Who, it'd definitely be worth you checking out and listening to. So right, let's get on with the collection update then. And as we just mentioned The Who, then what better place to start? And something I picked up in the summer. And here's the collection from The Who, which originally came out in 1985. 2 LP set, compilation, sort of best of, across their entire career. Up to that point, of course, there's the gatefold. And this is just, as you would imagine from back in the day, just good old black vinyl. With those classic old school Polydor labels. Obviously, Second Records is exactly the same, so no point in showing that. The Who one is bands, for me, up there with the likes of the Beatles and the Stones, of like the first kind of rock bands. I'll probably put the Kinks in there as well. But epic tunes on this, like I can't explain. My Generation, Substitute, love the chords in that tune. The Kids are alright. Happy Jack, Boris the Spider, probably the first death metal vocals ever actually. If you've not heard it, then give it a listen, you'll see what I'm talking about. Won't Get Fooled Again, classic tune. The Seeker, Joined Together, great track. Squeeze Box, Who Are You, brilliant tune as well. You Bet, Magic Bus, stuff like that. Pinball Wizard, Barbara O'Reilly, Behind Blue Eyes, Bargain, last track is all great. Epic compilation from these guys. Good to have this into the collection when you just want to kick at home on a Saturday night and just listen to some tunes and just listen to all the best stuff. So I picked that up back in the summer. That's the Who, the collection from 1985 originally. Really glad to get that in the collection. Up next, the case of Thank God for reissues. And here's Sodom and Tap in the Vein, a reissue of their 1992 album, which is incredibly hard to come by original copies. So yeah, like I say, thank God it's been reissued. 2 LP set. Gatefold. Picture of the guys there. This is a 2024 remaster of the original album, and then there's a remix version by Andy Brings, who was the guitar player on the album. Very happy to get this in the collection. Like I say, the original is impossible to find because it came out in 92. Printed in as, I won't bother showing the other one. Both of these are on red vinyl. As you know, I've got a love-hate relationship with colour vinyl, but red I'm always okay with. I like the colour red, so I'm alright with my records being that colour. But yeah, great album from these guys. I've never actually heard it before picking this up. As you know, if you know Sodom, it's a very savage sounding thrash metal, which definitely flirts a little bit with death metal as well. Body Parts, the opening track, that's a good tune. One Step Over the Line, great riffs in that. Bullet in the Head and The Crippler, both great tunes. Chris Witchhunter's drums are absolutely superb. Tap in the Vein, the title track, great chorus, brilliant stuff. Love Tom Angel Ripper's vocals. Hunting Season, Reincarnation, really happy to get this in the collection at last. Like I say, there's some great riffs on this. Tom Angel Ripper, as always, sounding great, and Chris Witchhunter, rest in peace. Fantastic job on the drums. Tap in the Vein from Sodom from 1992. Really glad to get that in the collection. Sticking with Sodom, here's something I got about a year ago, but I haven't got around to showing yet. This is a M16, a reissue of their 2001 album. Good stuff, this. Gatefold. Massive picture of the guys. Printed inners. Stuck the hype sticker on there. Picture of the guys. I don't like orange vinyl, but it does match the album artwork, so I can definitely live with it. And as always, what really matters is the fact that the records sound decent, and these do. So another great album from these thrash legends from Germany. Nice to be plugging away at the holes in the Sodom discography. I Am the War track 2, really, really good. Napalm in the Morning track 3, my favourite song on the album. Great chorus, very catchy, superb vocals. Love that one a lot. Genocide, great tune. Lead Injection, Cannon Fodder as well, really good tunes. Marines, Surf and Bird. There's a couple of tracks from Wacken 2001 on there here as well, called Remember the Fallen and Blasphemer. Some more excellent Savage Thrash from Sodom. M16 from 2001. Brilliant stuff. Up next is Cannibal Corpse and Torture, which I think originally came out in 2012. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll pop it down below, of course. Yeah, good album from these guys. I did order this in the Evisceration Plague at the same time, but the Evisceration Plague never turned up. Messaged the guys who sold it to me on eBay, and it obviously got lost in the post. So I got the refund, but can't get on the record now. So Torture will have to do for now. Some good tunes on this record. Demented Aggression, the opening one, is absolutely savage. Scourge of Iron, really slow and heavy. Great riffs. Great tune. Encased in Concrete, as deep as a knife will go. Great tune, great chorus, great vocals from George. Followed, Home and Killed, great song, terrible song title. The Strangulation Chair, another stupid song title, but good tune. Rabid, Torn Through, good stuff from Cannibal. It's just the Out on Melblade. And it's sort of clear with some sort of red colouring in there. So yeah, decent Corpse Grind era album from Cannibal Corpse here. And there is the inner sheet with some artwork there. And some lyrics that with my eyesight you're never ever going to read. So yeah, I've got this original picture disc, but it was nice to get sort of a more, traditional vinyl version. Hopefully copies of the Evisceration Plague will become available. It's not going into the sleeve easily, so I'll leave it until I've finished afterwards. But yeah, Cannibal Corpse, Torture, like I say, think from 2012. Good album from those guys. Quick drink before I go any further. Got the heads up from this album about from Metal Mickey, a band I've known about for years but never checked out. We were chatting, I think it was on Facebook, and he said to me, if you're interested in Hypocrisy, their first album's on vinyl on Amazon for about 12 quid at the moment. So I jumped on the Spotify, listened to a couple of tracks, enjoyed it, so then immediately jumped on Amazon and picked it up. So here it is, Hypocrisy's debut album, and I can't remember the title. Penetralia from 1992, old school death metal. I have to say I'm really liking this. I'm definitely going to be picking up more from these guys. There's the gatefold there. And it comes on. Big bit of dust on that there. Translucent green vinyl, which looks more blue on camera, but believe me, it's kind of green really. Good album from these guys. I'm definitely going to be looking to pick it up more from these guys. As far as the music, it's your basic old school death metal. There's nothing here that's really going to knock you out, but I can sit the needle down on this record and enjoy it from start to finish. Impotent God first tune's got some great riffs on it. Suffering Souls track 2, great. Again, more good riffs. Jesus Fall, Left to Rot on side 2, superb. Burned by the Cross, love that. Great guitar working out. Escape is to Die, maybe my favourite song on the album. Great drums on that one. Take the Throne, the title track. Good first album here from Hypocrisy. Like I say, a band I've known about for years, but never got around to checking out. Glad I did. We'll definitely be grabbing some more from these guys. Hypocrisy's debut, Penetralia. Excellent stuff from 1992. One record left to show, and very, very pleased to pick this up. Here's Maiden and Powerslave. Of course, an album needs absolutely no introduction. This is the 40th anniversary reissue. Very happy to get this. Iconic artwork there. There's the back. Gatefold. Picture of the guys. There's some more new artwork there, which looks great. Here's the inner there. With that classic band photo that was on the original album. And there we've got all the lyrics. So a really nice job's been done on this. Sometimes these anniversary reissue packages come out and they really phoned in. Not the case here. This is really good. Everything about it's great. And the icing on the cake is definitely the record. Zero Trope vinyl it's called. And there we are. There's side A. Looks really nice. And side B. A reissue definitely done the right way. They've not phoned this in at all, like you do get with some reissues. A classic album that needs absolutely no introduction to anyone watching this channel. Aces High opens it, of course. One of the best opening tracks of all time. 2 Minutes to Midnight, another classic. Some underrated gems on this, like Flash of the Blade, I really like, and the Duelists. Back in the Village, great tune. Title track is an absolute beast, and of course that massive album closer, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. I made the Powerslave 40th anniversary reissue. Excellent stuff. Really, really happy I picked this up. As soon as I found out about it, I knew I was going to grab it, and I'm glad I did. Powerslave from Iron Maiden, the 40th anniversary reissue. Superb stuff. And that's the last of the records. And the last one I've got to show now is a cassette box set. From Earache, we've seen me show these before, so it's very much a no frills sort of affair. And here's the Carcass cassette box set with the logo on the front. As we can see, incredibly bare and basic, but I'm happy to grab it anyway. And it's a box set of the first 4 albums on cassette. Here they are. Very happy to have this. However, one huge, massive mistake from Earache. So here's Putrefaction from 1988. Debut album, which I don't really care for, to be honest. To me, it just sounds like a load of mess and noise. But nice to have it anyway. There's the cassette, looking really nice. But check this out for a mistake. So again, with all these albums, very simplistic J cards. There we go. And then we turn it over and check this out. So we're talking about a Carcass cassette box set. And there we have a picture of Napalm Death. What a cock-up. Not really good enough, I'm afraid. Not in this day and age. I mean, how hard is it to put the correct band photo in the J card? But never mind. There we go. There's Putrefaction. Up next, of course, we're going in chronological order. So here is Symphonies of Sickness from 1989. A big improvement on their debut for me. Fantastic album. Cassette looking really nice. I like these printed cassette shells. They look fantastic. Again, a simplistic J card. But on this occasion, with the correct photo in there. Thank God for that. Symphonies of Sickness, definitely an album that's grown on me over the years. A big improvement over their debut. But for me, up next, without a doubt, Carcass's best album. And here's 1991's Necroticism, Descanting the Insalubrious. Great title for an album, and an absolutely fantastic album. So many great songs on this, so many great riffs. Ken Owen's drums are fantastic. There's the cassette. An absolute, for me, death metal masterpiece. Just an absolutely brilliant album. And again, we've got the correct photo here this time, thankfully. Corporal Jigsaw Quandary on this one. Absolutely fantastic. What's the other one I really like on this? Symposium of Sickness, great tune. Incarnate Solvent Abuse as well. Massive riff in that. Really, really heavy. Just superb stuff. Carcass, Necroticism, 1991. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And up last, an album hated by the the fans from the early days, but not by me. One of the first death metal albums I ever heard. Here's Heartwork from 1993. Absolutely classic album. Title track's a beast. No Love Lost is fantastic as well. Buried Dreams, Carnal Forge, Blind Leading the Blind, Death Certificate. It's just an absolutely fantastic album as far as I'm concerned. Again, the simplistic J card. There's some pictures of the guys there. So a shame about that Reek of Putrefaction J card with a picture of Napalm Death in there. What a stupid mistake that is to make. But on the whole, I'm really happy with this. Heartwork from Carcass from 1993, their fourth album. An absolute beast. Very bare bones and simplistic, but there we are. It is what it is. The Carcass cassette box set, which will go upside down. There we are. And that finishes off today's collection update. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, as per usual, jump in the comments section and let me know what you think about these pickups. And another little reminder that if you are a fan of The Who, feel free to go over to your podcast playing app of choice and check out Talking About The Who from my good friend, bandmate Paul. I'll be back with you next week, as per usual. And as per usual, until next time, thank you very much for watching. It's much appreciated. And until next time, cheers, take care, and I shall see you later.